And here we go, guys. First match between JMAK and DRMZJOSEPH. Pre-ban's coming out. DRMZJOSEPH with the first pick.
So goes Stone Star League makes its appearance again versus barely Red Star League of DRMZJOSEPH here. JMAK going second here and pre-banning that Vanessa. I would be surprised if DRMZJOSEPH did not take a Sierra. Goes with the Chung Pung, flashing the Chung Pung as a joke. Interesting to see that. And of course, JMAK opting to just straight up take the Chung Pung early.
Yep, takes Chung Pung, goes with that Okeanos as well. How does DRMZJOSEPH not take a CR at this point?
Yeah, I mean, how does he not? And especially with the Vanessa being pre-banned and that Chiwoo being off the table, it's going to make it much harder to cleave here. So DRMZJOSEPH going with that Fran for protection from Oki and Changpeng. Look at how fast JMAK is picking. You know when someone takes two picks, obscure picks like that, that you don't see on the ladder very much, that he has this draft written down. So he knows exactly how he's going to attack you.
But now what I've seen from JMAK, well, from DRMZJOSEPH, he just drafted very standard. This is something that JMAK has already been ready and he's prepared for. The Hathor, the CR, into the Fran. So the only units to surprise him right now is this Josephine and now Masha coming from DRMZJOSEPH. Is that going to be enough to surprise JMAK? I mean, we're seeing this Han and Beta coming out.
Right, so he's going to eat a Gani Hathor here, but at the same time, we know that DRMZJOSEPH is going to try to use that Josephine to his advantage, but there's not a ton that's going to be able to stop JMAK here. And again, laying down that Jemire wants a fight with double speed lead and with the strip up top with Changpeng and immunity from Beta. So either way, DRMZJOSEPH has to get through that. Tells me Sierra is not the ban. It's either Gani or Hathor, I think, in this situation.
Could it not be a possible ban on the CR to eliminate a speed lead? And I guess not. Hathor's going to be the ban here, and Changpeng's going to get banned out as well, and JMAK's out of the field.
Yeah, definitely not, but in this situation, there's a lot of damage coming out from Han going on to Sierra, so it's going to come down to how tanky either that Sierra or Fran are, as JMAK is going to be able to lay some damage early.
Well, let's find out going in this round one between JMAK and DRMZJOSEPH. Let's see who's going to be taking first turn here, and it is going to be JMAK with that very fast Beta.
Yeah, Beta's super fast. It might still even be on Violent here. And then Okeanos actually does move in front of DRMZJOSEPH's team, but DRMZJOSEPH is on Shield Will.
Yep, looking for the reset, doesn't land that strip reset onto the Fran. Josephine looking to control the Han and does not get that strip provoke.
That's a giant miss on that strip provoke there, but at the same time, you know that JMAK does have cleanse from that Jemire coming up. It's going to be a lot of damage that's going to be able to be dealt here, but immunity means no defense break coming out from JMAK.
Oh, goes for that AoE, not afraid of the revenge coming from that Josephine. Han looking to deal some damage here, just a little bit of poke damage coming towards the CR. CR cycling a little bit of attack bar going right after that Hathor.
Yeah, and JMAK here needs a balance when he uses Jemire's skill 3 and trying to keep immunity up on his team here. DRMZJOSEPH does have immunity for 2 turns, and not getting that strip of immunity is pretty giant there.
Yeah, that's right, crossing his fingers to land that strip there. He wanted to keep this unit back. We're just going to see a skill 1, might start to pump a little bit more damage into that Ciara, or choosing to go for that third skill anyways.
Goes for the third skill anyways because he has Jemire with skill 3 to refresh that skill 3. Just needed some more damage. I think Jeff is in quite a bit of trouble here. That's a lot of damage.
Detonates that bomb, almost drops it, but I think this Josephine might be able to finish it off here. Keep in mind that Beta can revive with skill 2.
Yeah, but at the same time, keeping that immunity up on his team here. Although Han was going to move and do a lot of damage on the Sierra, but there is immunity now, so that damage goes away.
There's the additional turn, finishes off that Okeanos now. We're going to be expecting to see a revive coming out of that Beta. Does he choose to do that third skill? Just skill 1's the Ciara.
Skill 1's the Sierra, but again, look, this Han's not going to be able to do enough damage to that Sierra. Does quite a bit, but again, it's still not going to be enough to take it out.
That's right, still not going to be enough. He really wants no immunity on that unit. You can see the revive coming back onto the Okeanos. Okeanos going to be back here. Josephine looking to stun up possibly this Okeanos, choosing to go for the Han.
Interesting choice there not to use that boost on the Han to take out Sierra. That would have taken out Sierra. Instead does not, and he's going to get reset by the Ganymede there, so I think a little bit of a misplay from JMAK.
Oh, reset comes onto the Beta, gets the attack bar reduction. Ganymede gets that additional turn. Glancing gets applied to this Han. You can see the heal coming out onto the Ciara, and we have the illusion of time. Gets all the skills up on his team. Also, the additional turn comes out, gets that attack break onto the Fran, which is a great place to have that.
Yeah, but again, this Jemire not doing a ton of damage here, and the Sierra being able to cycle, that's an attack buff bomb going down on the Beta, so that blows up. That Beta's not going to be able to revive.
And we saw massive damage before. He chooses to go with that Serenity to get that immunity up. Thank God he had that due to the Jemire.
So quite a greedy play by DRMZJOSEPH, actually not taking out that, not detonating there, and actually just going for the auto. Did not take out the Han there. So JMAK still has his team up.
Yep, choosing to go for Rain of Stone Shields coming up. Do the Josephine passive. Gets that provoke onto the Han. Does not finish off that Han yet.
Does not, and that's actually pretty big provoke here, is because now he's not going to be able to target that Sierra. Oki does not have skill 3. I think DRMZJOSEPH is in a pretty good spot.
Yep, Oki possibly looking for a reset onto the Fran. Can he get the strip? Does get the strip, and the reset does land as well. Bomb detonates. That is going to be it for the beta. That is going to be it for the Han. DRMZJOSEPH looking super strong right now.
DRMZJOSEPH looking super strong, very standard units. I think it comes down to not taking out that Sierra with that boost onto the Han there. Very difficult play to make, but at the same time here, DRMZJOSEPH being able to control the field with immunity, with that Ganny. JMAK's going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, that's right, looking for a stun on the Okeanos. Doesn't get the glancing start, looking to cycle a little bit of attack bar. Possibly going for this Okeanos. Chooses to go for the Jamire for that attack bar. Not going to be critting on that fire unit.
Yeah, and here JMAK's not giving up here, thinking he can do enough damage.
And there you have it, round 1 going to DRMZJOSEPH over JMAK. Well done.
Yeah, interesting matchup there. I actually thought this could have gone either way, but based off of speed, JMAK went first, but due to the speeds of the secondary units, meaning the Han versus the other units of JMAK's side, JMAK was not able to land a defense break. He missed that skill 2 of Oki onto that Fran, but there's shield will on there. So with the shield will, I think you're about a 50-50 or even less to get it. So can't really say that's unlucky or not, but I think JMAK had an opportunity to take out that Sierra and actually did not see it or just did not execute on it, and ultimately just took too much damage.
Yep, very standard draft for DRMZJOSEPH. Sometimes it's just the way to go and it'll work in your favor. So it really did for DRMZJOSEPH. Can JMAK turn it around going into round 2 between DRMZJOSEPH and JMAK? You can see the pre-bans from last time. Vanessa Chiwu, 2 new pre-bans coming out. Possibly want to eliminate one of these LDs from JMAK's side of the field. Not too sure if Joseph's that afraid of it. We may see a Josephine ban being a very impressive unit that DRMZJOSEPH loves to rely on.
Yeah, I could definitely see a Josephine pre-ban just so it's off the table, it doesn't have to deal with it, but instead takes out immunity, which favors or signals more of a Chi-Wu, maybe a Sierra type of play here. Han pre-ban, very normal, very expected. That's an LD unit and a speed lead, so cuts off Jeff's options of taking a beta. So you're not going to see beta. Opts for the Ganny over either Sierra or Hathor.
Yep, goes for that Ganny. And you can see DRMZJOSEPH responding with that Hathor, splitting the Ganny Hathor, taking that Vanessa as well.
Yeah, and actually Jeff should be very cautious if he takes a Sierra, because if he does, there's a Masha coming out from DRMZJOSEPH's side. So I don't think Sierra is the right pick here, but this is a very sticky situation where, again, he's going for something in the middle speed range, something with an Ileana, maybe an Okeanos, takes the Masha so DRMZJOSEPH can't use it on him first. So it's a little bit of a preemptive pick, knowing that DRMZJOSEPH is also not taking a Sierra when he has a Vanessa on the field.
Yep, I do like the pick taking that Masha away, but I like Joseph's respond as well, going for a Vigor.
Yeah, I think a Vigor is a great pick here. I mean, it's just very standard unit, lots of heals, defense breaks, speed buff. There's a lot that this unit does. DRMZJOSEPH right now should think about some form of immunity, but that Fran is pre-banned. So JMAK has definitely thought down the decision tree as he made this pre-ban.
Ooh, he went for the Chong quickly, took it back, almost running out of time, goes with the Diana instead.
Yeah, so this is begging to be controlled by AoE immunity, AoE stuns, because DRMZJOSEPH does not have immunity. So Okeanos is a guaranteed pick here. I would like to see a round out with the Sierra or something like that, and then possibly a ban on the Hathor, but goes with the Blution here. Who needs a Sierra 5-star monster when you have a Blution on the table?
JMAK busting out that Leebly. I do really like JMAK's draft here. DRMZJOSEPH always relying back to that Josephine. Josephine possibly going to be the 5th unit here. To have double reset Ileana is a very strong comp alone with JMAK.
So I think it's either going to be the Hathor or Josephine ban here, and I think it's likely the Hathor because JMAK is probably going to ban out the Hathor because Okeanos is not going to be able to outspeed that Hathor. You need to bomb it anyways. He's going to leave in the Josephine or chooses to ban it, but at the same time he has Ileana and Okeanos.
Choosing to ban out that Josephine. Ganymede getting banned out here. Accuracy lead for JMAK. Speed lead for DRMZJOSEPH. He's going to be quick enough to take a turn over JMAK. We're going to find out, guys, as we go into round 2 with DRMZJOSEPH JMAK. Could we see a 2-0 on JMAK? I don't know. JMAK can possibly turn it around going into a game 3. Let's find out. Hathor, this very fast Hathor, getting first turn here. Strip Sleep should be coming out onto the Ileana.
thinking about strip sleep here, but at the same time, he's thinking about does he want to control that Okeanos. Instead, gets absolutely nothing, just lowers the attack bar of the Okeanos, but a defense break and then some damage onto Okeanos is quite dangerous here.
And there is that defense break on top of Okeanos, not looking good. This Vanessa was dealing lots of damage before. Let's see this massive second skill. Okeanos handled it actually very well.
Yeah, and actually unlucky for DRMZJOSEPH that he did not get a proc, or I should say normal, because now Ileana's going to be able to move this Okeanos up and remove that defense break here.
As the Rain of Stones coming out, doesn't land on the Vigor, doesn't get an additional turn to possibly land a reset here. Diana looking to shield up, protect the team.
And we have a ticking time bomb. That Blution is about to go off, and JMAK does have a lot of damage coming out from the Masha soon, so I like JMAK's position here. He needs to land his defense breaks, land his damage, and he's going to be in a good spot.
Yep, Masha gets that strip damage defense break onto Vanessa. Bombs land on every, not a soul resisted a bomb.
Not a soul resisted a bomb. If this reset goes onto that Vigor here, there's no heals, no speed buff.
Yep, he does get that reset, lands on the Vigor. Vigor looking to try and deal some damage to this Okeanos. Diana possibly looking for a stun. Onto the Ileana, does receive a stun, does get stunned up by that bomb as well.
It's a lot of procs that DRMZJOSEPH's getting here, so does land that stun too, which is also quite lucky. And so JMAK does need a couple procs, should be getting some at some point, but does not so far.
Great heal block on that Vanessa, by the way, because the skill 2 from that Vigor will eventually happen. Doesn't get an additional turn there. Possible shields coming out to protect himself from that bomb, maybe keep that Vanessa alive.
Yeah, interesting choice of shields. I actually thought DRMZJOSEPH would have gone for it and tried to kill that Okeanos there, because this Okeanos might get skills up soon and be able to stun the team again.
Yep, Hathor looking to put somebody to sleep here, going for that Blution, does land the sleep. Leebly's going to be down here. Masha finishing off that Vanessa, getting the additional turn, looking to deal some damage to that Diana as well.
But again, this Okeanos has invincibility here, so unless DRMZJOSEPH is able to take care of that, he's going to be eating a full team stun the next turn. So again, thought he should have taken out the Okeanos earlier, but not being aggressive is going to cost him here.
Oof, there's that stun and an additional turn coming out of DRMZJOSEPH. Does he go for this move, though? That's an SWC play. If he goes for it on the Okeanos, chooses not to. Goes right after that Ileana.
Yeah, actually, I think he really should have thought about going for it, because Okeanos has a full team stun, but apparently DRMZJOSEPH does not know how to count cooldowns. He's going to be eating a full team stun here, and again, Blution is cycling turns, has bomb up very soon.
Yep, trying to put that heal block on the Diana, stop that unit from getting any more health from the second skill coming from Vigor. You can see the damage coming out, no additional turns right there. Rain of Stones locking everybody up here. Gets a stun on everybody, no resist here. Got a reset coming out. Can reset the Vigor, chooses to go after that Diana, so the Diana cannot put it up any more shields. Looking for glancing, not getting any glancing here. Can Masha finish up Diana? And does so. Looking very good for JMAK.
Looking very good for JMAK. Good plays. I saw DRMZJOSEPH kind of move his head up as that Okeanos stunned his team, so clearly he lost count of the cooldowns and therefore did not see that coming, and that's why he's going to lose this game.
Yep, there's the attack break going on to the Ileana. Can choose a third skill, remove the Okeanos from the field, chooses to go after the Masha. Masha did stay alive. Boosting up Mr. Leebly here, getting a bomb on everybody. Those bombs are going to be wrapping it up here.
Yeah, DRMZJOSEPH, the seasoned veteran, knows to take his time, even in a losing matchup, so that he can think about the next match.
And there you have it. JMAK responds. Round 2 going to JMAK.
Yeah, I really like his response. That Blution pick was a great pick there. Actually, quite, I think, better than Sierra. He knew his opponent did not have immunity and abused it. Taking that Blution and also having a lot of damage from Masha, that burst damage, that defense break into attack based off of speed, Vanessa dropping, and honestly, DRMZJOSEPH got a lot of procs that game too. So JMAK thoroughly out drafting DRMZJOSEPH. DRMZJOSEPH not counting in Okeanos' cooldowns. When there are, I know that Dianas don't like to attack Okeanoses, but when there's a unit that's about to blow up your team, you need to stun it, did not take that, or need to kill it, did not take that move. That's why he lost that match.
It was surprising units like Leebly. I think Leebly was an excellent unit for JMAK to draft there. He has to surprise him. He needs to throw something at DRMZJOSEPH that he was not ready for, and I think that was a great response.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a great response. I mean, at the same time, JMAK just balancing, again, speeds very well. Being able to predict what the turn orders are, how many units can get reset, how many units he needs to be able to come back in, knowing that he's okay not completely taking turn 1 all the time because he has immunity from that Ileana. Remember, opening, DRMZJOSEPH had a decision. Does that Hathor go after Oki? Does it sleep the Ileana? He had a decision to make. Ultimately whiffed on this Oki, but it is what it is, and Jeff planned this out from the draft.
Yep, well done. We're going into a game 3, and we always like to see these game 3s. JMAK DRMZJOSEPH winner moving forward to the final.
And we see the Chi-Woo Vanessa pre-bans as expected here. I would be surprised to see DRMZJOSEPH take anything but either Sierra or Hathor here. I think Sierra is probably the best first pick here, but I think Hathor is probably going to be the pick. It's generally what people are taking here.
Yeah, that's what he went with last time we had this pre-ban set up here. Hathor was the first pick for DRMZJOSEPH. JMAK, very quick response with that Okeanos Changpeng. And then we have DRMZJOSEPH bringing out the Ciara, the Fran. Very standard draft, and this is what I had said before. It was standard. Is it predictable? JMAK is going with the exact same draft that he went with the first round, and DRMZJOSEPH doesn't even think about it. He brings in that Josephine, locks in that Ganymede, and JMAK's going to be bringing a Daphnis. Very interesting.
Almost identical draft, but change it up and added the Daphnis here. When you run it back like that, it's like telling your opponent that they luck-sacked you and that you thought you should have won. He does actually change it up with the Daphnis though, so that tells me that he's thinking about probably taking out maybe the Ganny, maybe actually the Josephine, but Sierra and Fran are likely in here. So Josephine is out here. JMAK does actually have a stripper with the Changpeng in front, but Hathor is likely going to be moving in front of any of JMAK's units here. So it's going to be on what Hathor goes after and then how the speeds lay out of the rest of the team.
Nope, JMAK's not going to have that beta here. No more sustain, choosing to go with the speed lead for the Han. 24 speed lead on DRMZJOSEPH's side of the field. Can he outspeed JMAK? Or can JMAK take first turn here, guys? We're going into round 3. DRMZJOSEPH, JMAK. Here we go.
Yeah, and I actually really like JMAK's chances here because even though he's not going to get complete first turn, he has enough immunity up on his team that with some sort of a Changpeng setup into the rest of the team, DRMZJOSEPH is going to lose 1 unit. If you notice that Fran is going after JMAK's team, so something is going to die.
That's right, Hathor getting that sleep on top of the Changpeng, and we've got Okeanos looking for that reset on a Ganymede. Nails that reset. No reset coming out of this Ganymede here.
Wisely resetting there, knowing that Ganny moves in front of Fran. Had he reset Fran, Ganny would just ventilate. That's a great pick there, and going after the Hathor.
Ooh, Hathor does get that defense break, but the Fran is right there ready to cleanse up.
Yeah, the Fran should be cleansing this, otherwise it's dead to the Han here, but Han does have skill 2 to stun up, so I think he's going to do it here.
Does stun up, gets an additional turn as well. That third skill is already up.
Yeah, and he needs to kill out the Sierra because Sierra can bomb the Okeanos. Does nuke it.
The defense break. Can he finish off that Sierra? Sierra still holds on.
Yeah, and if we remember from last couple of months ago, the Sierra was very tanky here. This DRMZJOSEPH probably likely has minus fire damage on his artifacts.
I would have thought he had to put the bomb on top of this Han. Han's got all skills up here. He's could be possibly losing 2 units here. Does get the additional turn though. A little bit of poke damage coming back on Changpeng. We see Sierra's got its bomb up again. Bomb coming out onto Han. Can he finish off Chung? Does not do it yet. Reina Stones getting the stun on everybody.
Yeah, that's quite a big proc by Sierra, being able to lay that bomb on. Changpeng was controlled there because Changpeng with skill 3 is quite oppressive. This Han has 1 chance to kill a unit. What does it choose? Chooses to take out that Hathor.
Yep, Hathor is going to be dropped here. Gets stunned up by this bomb. We've got the AoE coming in here, getting the reset, finishing off that unit. Glancing's getting applied here. This is anybody's game right now. Ganymede is going to be dropping. We have just a Okeanos Daphnis right now, which is looking very good for JMAK. Gets that reset on top of Ganymede. Attack break, attack bar, pushback onto the Daphnis. Daphnis with the Hellfire primed and ready, going right for this Fran. Can the Fran hold on though? And the Fran does hold on.
Yeah, Fran does hold on here, but JMAK does have Okeanos moving in front of Fran. JMAK choosing to use that skill 3 from the Daphnis because it is violent and can use skills liberally here.
Applies that glancing to the Okeanos, and we've got skills up with the Fran, going for attack buff, immunity, healing up just a little bit of poke damage coming from this Daphnis. Is DRMZJOSEPH have enough sustain to hold on here? Not applying glancing to this Daphnis. Reina Stones is out. He could do it to cycle a little bit of attack bar and some damage here. And does not drop this Fran yet.
Yeah, Okeanos doing it to do some damage there, but unfortunately not quite enough damage. That is quite a tanky Fran. Needs to reset the Ganymede because skill 3 is up soon. Does get that reset, which is giant.
Yep, lands that reset. Does go for the overwhelm. Gets the additional turn as well. Hellfire dropping that Fran. JMAK is going to be taking this one right here. Well done.
Wow.
And there you have it. JMAK is going to be moving forward. Huge sigh of relief.
And you can see how emotional he is. He's just sighing, he's looking around, thanking the RNG gods, but obviously this is a best of 5.
It is a best of 5.
So there are 2 more matches here, but of course, you know, every match counts.
Every match
right?
does
Every
count.
match counts. Going to the World's Finals is a huge deal. So JMAK here, that all he needs to do is win one more.
Yes.
Right. And I think in that situation, there was not really a heavy bit of RNG on either side. I think JMAK played that very well. Vio Daphnis is huge. That's also quite a tanky Daphnis. So over time, it's just going to wear DRMZJOSEPH down.
Yep, most definitely. Well, let's see if it's going to work out for JMAK. It was a very strong match, going to down to the wire in that last match in this game of 5. Might I add.
Yeah, and in this one, moving forward, I think it's going to be very standard, similar to what you saw in Game 2. I obviously favor JMAK here. I think he has the better box, better runes, and I think he's going to be able to survive. DRMZJOSEPH, again, needs to use that Josephine, and JMAK is just it's going to be revolving on Josephine. When to control, when not to. How am I going to be able to out-damage someone while dealing with this Josephine?
Yep, Fran getting pre-banned out here. Han getting pre-banned once again. We've got JMAK with the first pick here. Let's see if he chooses to take away from DRMZJOSEPH.
Goes with the Ganny first pick. So again, instant picks. The players know exactly what they want here. They both prep this out probably on pieces of paper. And so you see instant Vanessa Hathor picks. And then JMAK reaching for that Ileana. Has the Ganny. And last time he took a Masha. We'll see if he takes it again. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Masha again.
Yep, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Masha as well. But I would also like to see a little bit different coming from JMAK. I think he needs to surprise DRMZJOSEPH, catch him off guard with something. DRMZJOSEPH bringing that Masha and the Josephine. We've seen these units before.
So Okeanos is kind of a weakness here because it is off will, and we know that DRMZJOSEPH runs a swift Hathor. And that Masha is likely to outspeed that Okeanos anyways because of its base speed being 123 here. So Okeanos is a little bit of a weak spot in this draft. But either way, JMAK now needs a fight for speed. Goes with the Sierra and probably a Changpong works. I was thinking probably a Vigor, but goes with the Changpong. You've seen him go aggressive. This signals a ban on the Vanessa.
I love how much we're seeing this win at Master. It's awesome to see a new unit like this coming into SWC. And we're seeing a last pick come from DRMZJOSEPH. He's hovering this Amelia. Does choose to lock in the Amelia.
So the bans are going to be both speed leads in this situation here. Not both speed leads in this situation.
Amelia getting banned, Ganny getting banned. Speed leads for both teams, but a 33 for DRMZJOSEPH.
Interesting choice there, but not speed leads are both still in the game here. You're going to see the Swift Hathor move over this Okeanos that doesn't have will. So DRMZJOSEPH is going to have a similar decision point, but I think it's going to go after a different unit, knowing that Masha can take out Oki.
Well, we're going into a game 4. Can DRMZJOSEPH take it to game 5? Gets a 2-turn sleep onto that Okeanos. It does not resist. And looking at a strip coming from this win at Master.
Yeah, but look at how fast that Josephine is. That Josephine moves in front of that Ileana, and that's why Changpong had to skill 3 there to lower attack bars of that Josephine.
Ooh, Masha does deal massive damage to the Changpong. Not looking good for Changpong right now.
Not looking good for Changpong at all, because if JMAK wants to bring that Oki out of sleep, it would leave Changpong vulnerable. So instead throws up skill 3. Great choice here, and wants to see another cycle of turns.
Yep, puts that invincibility on to protect him from that defense break. Ciara's got a bomb coming out here.
Yeah, at the same time, Hathor does have its skill too, so it does matter a lot here. It's going to be able to control a unit. That proc is quite huge because now JMAK can drop one more bomb.
Yep, that's right. Ooh, does get the slow onto Ciara. Not going to matter here because Ciara's going to be able to get out of these by placing a bomb and cycling out. We're going to see the second skill coming from Changpong. Lands that defense break.
Yeah, defense break land is huge because once something's defense broken, it takes a ton more damage from a Ciara with additional damage artifacts. Okeanos also does a lot of damage to defense broken units, obviously with its skill 3 now.
That's right, and that was a great stun onto the Ciara from that Josephine. Don't forget about that. Rain of Stones coming out looking to stun everybody up here, but we know the passive of the Josephine is going to be up.
Passive of the Josephine is up, but no proc means it's not up anymore, so that Ciara is going to be able to go do a lot of things here. And so Changpong also going to be able to disrupt attack bars.
We'll see if the stun's coming out onto possibly this Ileana. I think he wants to stop this unit from cycling back, getting the immunity up. Doesn't get the stun, does get the additional turn. Once again, no stun coming out. He can boost itself up, chooses to boost up the Ciara.
Chooses to boost up the Ciara, goes with a lot more aggressive route, goes on to the Vanessa there, and likely signaling that he could probably just turn cycle more, but decides he just wants to take out Vanessa. Not sure if it's going to kill this unit.
Ooh, it does, dropping that Vanessa from the field. Looking very good for JMAK right now because there's no sustain on DRMZJOSEPH's side of the field.
Yeah, looking incredible for JMAK, actually. DRMZJOSEPH doesn't have much burst and also has cooldowns coming up soon. If Changpong Violent procs, that could be the end here. Also has Ileana with us with a lot of skills coming up. So JMAK, I think JMAK's taking this one.
There we go, a little bit more poke damage onto the Josephine. Josephine looking to control. Can we get the provoke onto possibly this Ileana? Nope, choose to go for the Okeanos because we're going to know this immunity's popping up, and that's going to be stopping this Hathor.
Yeah, with immunity popping up and then skill 2 coming up, that's a lot of control that JMAK has. Has a Sierra that can basically solo the entire team. I think JMAK's in a really good spot.
Yeah, but looking for those defense breaks again, not receiving anything there. Ooh, just a little bit more damage onto the Masha. Masha still standing tall, can see our knocker right off the beast, and does so.
Yeah, knocks it off the beast, so there's no more defense break coming out from DRMZJOSEPH. DRMZJOSEPH is enjoying his last moments of this year's SWC. Still concentrated on his screen, but there is no way he's coming back from this.
There's the skill 2 going on. Glancing does land on the Hathor. Rain of Stones coming out to lock everybody down, and it's not enough damage yet. And there you have it. We have the 3-1 round 4 victory coming from JMAK. Congratulations.
And now you see an even bigger burst of emotion. The fist pumps, the claps, the sighs. He's looking up at the skies there. He's done a great job. He knows he's going to the World Finals at the very least and getting at least $5,000 today.
Yep.
Very well played.
Huge congratulations to JMAK to be the first person to make it to the finals.
Oh yeah, definitely.